Well, this is kind of fun to say. Garry Trudeau, welcome to Meet the Press.
Well, thank you very much. It's fun to hear.
Let me start with some comments you made about Charlie Hebdo and what happened. And you were quite critical of Charlie Hebdo, of what they did. And in some ways, that are they to blame for what happened?
Oh, not at all. Okay. And you know, I think perhaps I should have made it a little clear that I was as outraged as the rest of the world at the time. I mourned them deeply. We're a very small fraternity of political cartoonists around the globe. I created a tribute page to them on a Sunday section in which I included the work of all 5 cartoonists, including their signatures and their main characters. What I didn't do is necessarily agree with the decisions they made that brought really a world of pain to France.
You said, in criticizing their work, you said, good satire punches up, and you felt as if this punched down. Explain.
I think that in France, the wider Muslim community feels disempowered and disenfranchised in a way that I'm not sure is also true in this country. And that while I would imagine only a tiny fraction, were sympathetic to the acts that were carried out and the killings, I think probably the vast majority shared in the outrage. Certainly that seems to be what people are hearing in the schoolyards in France now, is that they're finding common cause, at least with the issue, if not the action. And I think that's bad for France. It's unfortunate. It's a tragedy that could have been avoided. But everybody has to decide where the red lines are for themselves.
Well, that's what it sounds like. Is religion the red line for you? Is that the issue?
Not entirely. I certainly wouldn't draw pictures of the prophet. However, I've done many cartoons satirizing in the specific terrorists, the Taliban, Al Qaeda, the PLO, through the years, and have never received any blowback from the Muslim community. They understand that I'm separating out the two.
It does seem as if with satirizing religion, there are people say, why is Muhammad untouchable but Jesus isn't?
It's not really for us to decide. I mean, we, as societies, we collectively decide what's untouchable. But I don't have the right to decide what is sacred and holy and profane for someone else. All societies come to a consensus about that. If any public figure in this country went on a racist rant, he would be shut down in every quarter. Right. There would be no sympathy for him. Even the First Amendment purists would not come forward and say, "Oh yeah, hooray for the First Amendment! This is its finest hour." No one would do that because, as a society, we've decided we don't want that. Now, the Charlie Hebdo cartoons, I think you've probably noticed, did not make their way into the vast majority of American newspapers, because American newspaper editors, using judgment, right, common sense, decided that really wasn't in the wider public good. I mean, Chuck, you cannot go through a day without editing. Right. If you didn't edit, if you said everything you thought at every point, you'd have no coworkers, you'd have no job, you might not have a marriage.
Welcome to social media, by the way, which apparently too many people are saying everything that's on their mind.
It's not self-censorship, it's emotional intelligence. Society can't function without some level of inhibition.
Were you surprised at the blowback you got?
No, I'm kind of used to it. I think what made it a little different is that I don't generally speak out publicly. I draw my strip and try to kind of keep out of people's faces in most other respects.
Hey NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.